Hello guys, welcome to another Revising 5 with me, Mr. Schmanish. I'm going to tell you right now, this is probably going to take a lot more than 5 minutes because we are doing 5.3 average rate of return. So hopefully you can stay with me. Right, so let's talk about what it is actually first. So average rate of return is the amount of return or profit on average, so over the life of the investment, that a business gets back from investing in a new piece of equipment or a marketing campaign or anything that costs money to invest, but they're expecting return back. Okay. So, for example, if the business is buying new equipment in the last 5 years, then the average rate of return, shortened to ARR, will give a percentage return on average for each of the 5 years. Okay. So why average rate of return is actually good? Because it allows for easy comparisons to be made between different investments, okay? So it's quite easy to compare percentages, okay? Let's say you might have 3 different investment options. You're not sure which one to go for. So you'd have to forecast some income, look at the costs, and then work out the average rate of return. And then obviously you go for one that offers the highest percentage on average, okay? So, but it's also, as I said, easier to interpret as they use percentages. Percentages are easier, so the higher the percentage, the better. Okay, sometimes quite hard to look at figures because a big business and a small business might have different figures, but the small business might be more profitable because they've got lower costs. Okay, so the formula is average rate of return equals average annual profit divided by the cost of investment times 100, okay? So the big problem with average rate of return is a lot of people will try to apply the formula straight away, okay? However, I've got 4 steps that you should follow to work out the average rate of return. And if you follow them religiously and consistently, you will always get the right answer, okay? Do not skip any steps. So the first step is you need to work out the total income. This is achieved by adding up all the income of the years, okay? So if it's over 5 years and you get £1,000 each year, it'll be £5,000 over, well, after the 5 years. So you need to work out then the total profit by minusing the total cost of investment from the total income. So as I said, if my total income was £5,000 and the cost of investment was £2,000, I'd have the total profit I would have is £3,000. And this is the step that most people forget to do. However, it is the most important step. You need to work out the average annual profit by dividing by the amount of years. Now, some people will just take the total profit divided by the cost of investment times 100, and that is not the average annual profit. So if my total profit was 3,000, I'd have to divide that by 5 years. Remember, I said 1,000 over 5 years, and then divide by the cost of investment, which I said was 2,000 times 1. So I'm going ahead of myself now. Now that you've done that, that's the average annual profit. You use the formula to work out average rate of return. So, as I said, you can then use the average annual profit, which was whatever it is, whatever 3,000 divided by 5 is, divided by the cost of investment, which is 2,000 times 100. Okay. So let me show you what I'm actually talking about. So, let's say a phone manufacturer wishes to upgrade its robotics at a total cost of 4 million. The cash inflow for the next 5 years is 1 million each year. Okay, so you need to work out the average rate of return for upgrading the robotics. If you want to pause the video right now and try and work it out using my steps, that'd be fantastic. And I'll let you pause it, and we'll come back in a second. Right, so let's see what you've got. So if you unpause the video now, obviously, let's just see how you would get the answer. Now, when you see a question like this, okay, it's always really good practice to draw out the table, okay? So, right, I filled it in for you. So I've got the cost of investment, which is 4 million, okay? So it says here 5 years, 1 million each year. So I've got income up to 5, 1 million income each year, okay? So the first step is work out the total income, which is adding all these incomes of the 5 years together, which gives me 5 million, okay? I then work out the total profit by taking the total income minus the cost of investment, which is 4 million. So 5 million minus 4 million is going to give me £1 million total profit. Okay. So that £1 million total profit needs to be divided by 5 years. Okay. This is where a lot of people forget. It's the average annual profit, not the total profit. So that 1 million needs to be divided by the amount of years it takes to get that profit. So that's 5. So 1 million divided by 5 is going to give you 200,000. So each year, this phone manufacturer makes £200,000 profit from investing in the new robotics. Okay, so that's your average annual profit. Now you can use the formula. Now you can use the cost of investment. So it will be 200,000 divided by 4 million times 100, and that's going to give you 5%. Okay, so that's how you work out the average rate of return. Okay, so have a go at some exercises if you can. I will try and post another video with a couple more exercises for you to do. Hopefully this has been a lot of help. This is probably the hardest calculation on the paper, but if you break down the steps and do it exactly the way I describe, you won't find it a problem. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.